Hello again, fellow Gears. What's up? It's Manicon bringing you another Gears 5 video. This one is part 3 of the Operation 7 Tour Duties Medal Guide. We're going to jump right into this one. Let's do this. Here on the Versus tab, one quick thing that I need to mention on these Versus medals on this tab is that all these medals can be completed in private Versus lobbies, except for Quick Play Veteran Medal. Now let's go over this Quick Play Veteran Medal. Win 10 Quick Play matches. This medal you can complete in social or against co-op AI bots. Just load into co-op AI like TDM or Koth and kill and cap the hills fast, and you'll get through this one pretty quick enough. Alright, on to the COG victories. Win 25 versus matches as COG. This is easy enough to do by just playing co-op versus AI, or if you want to farm it fast, load up a private versus lobby, select Guardian, close all the player slots except for one, which is your opponent, change the rounds to win as one, and change the weapons to boom shots, and you'll fly through this one fast. What's kind of funny is that you'll spend almost more time loading in and out of the games than you actually are fighting in the round itself. Alright, onto the Ringmaster medal. Capture 100 rings in versus. This is easy, but it takes time. I did this one primarily in co-op versus AI while getting my 10 quick play matches medal done. But whether you go public or private for this one, the trick is once you cap the hill to wait and cover for an enemy to break it, and then eliminate that enemy and then recap the hill, rinse, recycle, repeat, and you'll get through this one fairly easy. Alright, down to versus Carnage. Do 1.5 million damage in versus matches. This is a grind to get, but you just need to play private or public matches enough, and in time you will get it for sure. Alright, up to the Versus Medic tab. Revive 50 teammates in Versus matches. This is easy enough to get by just playing, but if you want to farm it fast, go into co-op versus AI or a private Koth match and just walk by and follow your teammates around, so as soon as they go down, you're there for the revive, and you'll get this done within a few games for sure. Alright, down to the Swarm victories. Win 25 versus matches as Swarm. This medal takes a bit of time if you do it in social because you have to get lucky enough to go into the match as Swarm and win the match as well, and social matches are against other players and backfilled bots. But the fast, easy way to get this medal done is the same way to get the COG victories. Load up a private versus lobby, select Guardian, and close the player slots except for one, which is your opponent, and make sure you swap down to play on the Swarm side. Change the round wins to 1 and change the Boltok and Retro Lancer to boom shots. And I like to use the map checkout because it's small, and if you change those weapons to booms, the bathrooms have the boom shots in them, which makes it go even faster. But you'll get this, and go through it no matter which map you decide to choose or go through for sure. Alright, down to Season Slaughter, get 5,000 eliminations in versus. This medal is truly a grind. Fast ways to complete this is either co-op versus AI or in a private Koth match where it's you versus like 3 or 4 bots. You can turn the hill capping time up to 270 and the rounds to win to 99. That way you don't have to keep loading in and out of a game. If you just do, of course, just the winner takes 2 rounds. But play enough of versus though, and you'll get through this eventually. All right, on to the competitive versus tab. Here we go. All of these competitive versus medals on this tab must be completed in competitive ranked games. You cannot complete them in social or private lobbies, just a heads up there. Alright, we're going to start off with Competitive Veteran. Win 20 competitive versus matches. Out of all the competitive or ranked game modes, find your favorite competitive game type and grind away, and you'll get this one done eventually here. Alright, going down to 2v2 Nasher Veteran. Win 15 rounds of versus competitive 2v2 Nasher matches. This isn't that hard to do considering you have to win 7 rounds to win a game of 2v2. So play a few times with a friend or a random, and you should be able to get this one done without too much trouble, hopefully. Alright, onto the Control Veteran medal. Win 10 rounds in competitive Control matches. Control is what replaced King of the Hill this season, and there is only 1 round to win per game. So for this medal, you'll be at least playing 10 games for this one for sure. Alright, onto the Competitive Slayer. Get 200 eliminations in competitive matches. Play or grind enough competitive ranked, and you'll get this one okay. Alright, for down to the Free-for-All Veteran medal. Get 100 eliminations in competitive free-for-all matches. Getting kills in free-for-all is not super difficult because there'll usually be a cluster of people shooting each other somewhere on the map, so you can get up close to that cluster and snag some easy kills each game, definitely. Alright, down to Guardian Veteran. Win 20 rounds of competitive Guardian matches. They brought Guardian back this season to the competitive playlist. In each game, you'll need to win 3 rounds to win the match, so you'll have to play at least 7 games, assuming you're lucky enough to win them all first shot. Alright, onto the versus events. Starting with Event Champion, win 50 rounds of versus weekly events. Whether you play the versus events over the ranked season or if you find a versus event that you really like, you'll have to grind this one out for that one for sure. Down to Event Eliminator, get 250 eliminations across any versus weekly events. Another medal to grind, but if you keep up on playing the versus events each week, you'll get through this medal as well. Alright, on to the Event Executioner. Get 10 executions across any versus weekly events. Easy way to get this is to play an event that lets you use a Lancer and just chainsaw your opponents when close to them. But watch out, because when you chainsaw other players a lot instead of just using an Asher, you may possibly get some hate mail for it. Yeah. Alright, moving on to Event Victories. Win 10 matches across any versus weekly events. Another medal where if you play enough versus events throughout the season, you'll get this one fairly quick. Down to Event Veteran. Complete 100 rounds of weekly event matches. This is a grind this season, but like I mentioned, find an event that you really like and grind away at it for sure to get this one. Alright, on to the Event Marksman. Get 30 headshots across any versus weekly events. Keep in mind that you don't have to use just a long shot or an M-bar for this medal. It's headshots in general. You can use it with any other type of weapon like the torque bow, drop shot, Nasher, etc. So just be mindful of all of the available weapons on the field and you'll get this over time. And one other thing I need to mention, on these event versus medals, you must do them in the actual event. You cannot do them in a private versus lobby. But with that, that'll wrap up this part 3 of 3 Operation 7 Tour Duty Medal Guides. And as always, enjoyed everybody. Thank you.